Hello dear students, we had been discussing the text of the chapter Should Wizard Hit Mommy. In the first part we had discussed about a story within story, and the story being narrated by Father Jack to his daughter Jo, who is 4 years old child. And in the story there was an animal named Rosa Skunk who was having a problem, who goes to the wizard to get the solution to his problem. And the problem had been that his body had been emitting very foul smell, and no other animals used to play with him in the forest. So he wants to have the solution to the problem, so he reaches wizard, and wizard solves his problem. And that awful smell is changed to the sweet smell of roses. Now when the smell was changed, what happened next in the story, and how the child is reacting to, child means Jo is reacting to the story being narrated by her father Jack has been given here. Let's see. He paused as a rapt expression widened out from his daughter's nostrils, forcing her eyebrows up and her lower lip down in wide nostril, noiseless grin, an expression in which Jack was started to recognize his wife feigning pleasure at cocktail parties. So when the awful smell of Rosa's skunk was changed to the smell of sweet smell of roses, then how did the child react? So how did she react? Has been given here. He paused, a rapt expression widened out from his daughter's nostrils. A rapt expression is like lifted up into the air, or a happy expression, or carry away by force. These are the meanings of rapt. It was the expression, okay, and he did it by forcing her eyebrows up, and she also lowered her lips down, and she showed wide grin. Grin is a smile, which is a noiseless smile. Means these are the expression of the child, as she had been very happy to know that now the problem of her hero, that is Rosa Skunk, has been sorted out, and it will be all good. Now other animals will start playing with him. And here Jack is telling that the expression the child gave at that time, it was the same expression as he had seen his wife feigning pleasure at cocktail parties. This expression was a recognized expression, means he knew that his wife also does so as his daughter was doing. Actually his wife, she used to feign pleasure. Feign means to make false show or to pretend. She used to pretend pleasure in the cocktail parties, and the same expression was being given by his daughter at this time. Then he keeps on narrating the story. He says, and all of a sudden he whispered, the world inside of the wizard's house was full of smell of roses. I think we have, yeah, it is here. Jack was started to recognize his wife feeling pleasure at cocktail parties, and all of a sudden he whispered the whole inside of, all of a sudden who whispered? Jack. The whole inside of wizard's house was full of the smell of roses. Means there was smell of roses and roses there inside the house of the wizard immediately after he had chanted the mantra. Roses. Roserfish cried. Roserfish immediately cried, roses. And the wizard said, very cranky. Cranky mean very eccentric way, in a very strange manner. The wizard said to Rosa Skunk, that will be 7 pennies. Means I have sorted out your problem. Now you have to, I have solved your problem. Now you have to pay me 7 pennies. Daddy, the girl immediately interferes. Daddy says what? Rosa Skunk, you said roserfish. In the above paragraph you can see. He had said actually, roses, roses, fish cried. Actually it was roses, skunk cried, he had to say, but he had missed the beat. And the girl immediately caught the mistake and she interfered. Daddy, you said roses, fish in place of roses, skunk. Yes, skunk, Daddy corrected the mistake. You said roses, fish. Wasn't that silly? Girl says. Very silly of your stupid old daddy. Where was I? Well, you know about the pennies. So father says that I am old man and I may make silly mistakes. Where was I? Where was I narrating the story? Where was I? Say it. Okay, Roses Skunk said. Then Roses Skunk said, but all I have is 4 pennies. He asked for 7 pennies. Wizard asked for 7 pennies and Roses Skunk was having only 4 pennies. And he began to cry. How would I pay? Joe made the crying face again. As the incidents of the story are going on, Joe is giving her expressions according to the incidents. Now she was also sad. She was feigning. She was showing as if she is sad. She made her face as if she was crying. But this time without a trace of sincerity. Means this time she was not sincere in her expression. Because she knows what will happen next. This annoyed Jack and Jack got angry over this. Downstairs more future rumbled. There was noise of the movement of furniture downstairs because his wife was painting the furniture. Claire, his wife's name. Claire should not have move heavy things. He thinks that his wife should not move heavy things. She was 6 months pregnant. It would be their third. Means they had been expecting their third child, and his wife had been 6 months pregnant. So the wizard said, oh, very well. Go to the end of the lane and turn around 3 times and look down the magic well. And there you will find 3 pennies. So this was the solution given by wizard to Roses Skunk to procure the asked for or required money, required pennies. So he said you have to go to the end of the street, end of the lane, and then you have to turn around there for 3 times and look down the magic well. There will be magic well and you will look down it, and there you will find 7 pennies. Hurry up. So Roses Skunk went to the end of the lane and turned around 3 times, and there in the magic well were 3 pennies. So he took them back to the wizard and was very happy and ran out into the woods, and all the other little animals gathered around him because he smelled so good. And they played tag, baseball, football, basketball, lacrosse, have hockey, soccer and pick-up sticks. These games he played with his friend animals who never played with him because his body used to produce bad smell. Now he was happy because there was smell of roses which was coming from his body. So in this way he got a solution by paying 7 pennies to the wizard. What is pick-up sticks? The question again by the child. What is pick-up sticks? It is a game you play with sticks. Answer by father. Like the wizard's magic wand? She again asked. Kind of. Answer of father. Kind of. And they played games and laughed all afternoon, and then it began to get dark and they all ran home to their mommies. All animals went to their mommies. Then what happened next? Joe was starting to fuss with her hands and look out of the window. Now Joe knows what is going to happen next. That is why she is not showing her interest or her curiosity to listen to the story. That is why she is making mischiefs either with her hands or she is looking out of the window. She is not interested in the story of the father, what will happen next. At the crack of the day, she was looking out of the window at the crack of the day that showed under the shade. Means the sun was setting and she was looking at that. She thought the story was all over. She thought now the story is over. Jack did not like women when they took anything for granted, and Jack didn't like such habit of women when they take the things for granted without listening to, without paying any attention to what is going to happen next. Like he liked them apprehensive. He wanted them to be apprehensive. They should raise questions. They should be curious, hanging on to his words. Now, Joe, are you listening? Father asked daughter. Are you listening to my story? Yes, she says. because this is very interesting. He says, it is very interesting. Rosa Skunk's mommy said, what is that awful smell? When Rosa Skunk reaches home, his mother asked, okay, what is that awful smell? Actually it was a sweet smell, but his mother found it as awful smell. What? This was the question and expression of Joe when she listened to it, that his mother was not ready. It means his mother didn't get happy to find that her child was now not smelling awfully. And Rosa Skunk said, it is me, mommy, I smell like roses. And she said, who made you smell like that? And he said, the wizard. And she said, well, of all the nerve, you come with me and we are going right back to that very awful wizard. Means the mother was angry over this. Okay, so we had discussed about it in the beginning, whether the parents, they should decide everything about children, or let children do what they want to do. Here mother is not happy with that awful smell. Actually she calls the sweet smell of roses as awful smell, and she asks him to go to the wizard immediately. She wants to see the wizard. How dare he change his smell? Now what happens next? Joe sat up, her hands dabbling in the air with genuine fright. Now she is showing expression of fright. Means she is not happy with such an expression of the mother of Rosa Skunk. But daddy, then he said about the other little animals run away. Her hands scuttered off into the underbrush. Means she kept on making movements with the hands as well. She was making mischief, and she also said that father, means daddy, you should, Rosa Skunk would have told his mother that other little animals, they run away from me. That is why I got the smell changed from awful smell to sweet smell. Why didn't he say so? All right, he said. Father said, yes, Rosa Skunk said to his mother, but mommy, all the other little animals run away. And she said, then what was the answer of mother? I don't care. You smell the way a little skunk should have, and I am going to take you right back to that wizard. You smell the way a little skunk should have. Mother says, you should have the smell of a little skunk. I don't want your smell to be changed, and I am going to take you right back to the wizard. We are going back to that wizard. And she took an umbrella and went back with Rosa Skunk and hit that wizard right over the head. Now, taking Rosa Skunk with him, his mother reaches wizard, and immediately after reaching his home, she hits the wizard right over his head with the umbrella. How dare you change the smell? No, Joe said. Again she was not happy, because she considers Rosa Skunk as her hero, and she could not listen anything against him. So she said no, Joe said, and put her hand out to touch his lips. Means she was trying to silence her father, not to narrate anymore. So she was trying to touch his lips, touch his lips with her father. Yet even in her agitation did not quite dare to stop the source of truth. She was getting agitated, she was getting angry, but she could not stop the source of truth. And the source of truth was that parents know well what is good for their children. Inspiration came to her. She was getting very much inspired, and she wants the story to be changed by her father. Then the wizard hit her on the head and did not change the little skunk back. These were the words of the daughter. She wants her father to narrate next like this. Then when mother hits the wizard, then the wizard hits her back on the head. She wants the story to go like this, and did not change. Also she wants that the smell of the little skunk should not be changed. No, he said. Father said, no, it didn't happen. The wizard said okay, and Rosa Skunk did not smell of roses anymore. He smelled very bad again. So wizard did not agree with, wizard gets agree with the mother, and he changes the smell of roses to the to the bad smell again. Now the girl was not agree with this, but the other little Ammon means animal, but how would he be playing with other little animals? How could he do or she could do so with the little animal? She wants to say John. John is full name of Yuan, of Joe. Joe is short name. Father is saying, John, it's daddy's story. Shall daddy not tell you any more stories? What do you want? I should not tell you any more stories. Her broad face looked at him through sifted light, astounded. Astounded means surprised, amazed. She was looking, broad face was looking at her father, and there was light coming from outside through the windows. This is what happened. He said, this is what happened. Then Roser, skunk and his mommy went home, and then they heard woo 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 woo, and it was the choo 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 train bringing daddy skunk home from Boston. So in the evening they waited for their father who used to come through the train from Boston, and they heard the sound of the train, and they had lima beans. Then they took dinner, all the family members. They took dinner, like they had lima beans, celery, liver, mashed potatoes, and payo mai for dessert. And when Rose's skunk was in bed, mommy skunk came up and hugged him and said he smelled like her little baby skunk again, and she loved him very much. Now the mother was very happy. She came to him before sleeping and she hugged him, and she was happy to find that he is smelling like her little baby should smell. And that is the end of the story. Here the story being narrated by the father, Jack, ends. But the girl is not satisfied with the ending. But daddy, father asked, what? Then did the other animals run away? After that, what happened? Did the other animals play with him, or they ran away? No, because eventually they got used to the way he was and did not mind it at all. Father narrated in this way. Nobody ran away from him. All the little animals, they got habitual of his awful smell, and they did not mind that at all. What is eventually? Eventually means that was the girl is pronouncing this word. This word is actually eventually. She is asking what is eventually. A little while means after some time, all the little animals, they got used to his way. That was a stupid mommy. Again, the girl has something to say. That was a stupid mommy. It was not, he said. Father said no. She was not a stupid mommy. He said with rare emphasis, no, it was not. And believed from her expression that she realized he was defending his own mother to her. Now the father thinks that the girl might be thinking that I am defending my mother, means I am defending the mothers of the world, or something as odd, and she is finding it something odd. Now I want you to put your big heavy head in the pillow and have a good long nap. So he then instructed her to sleep, taking the pillow or putting her heavy head on the pillow and have a long nap. He adjusted the shade because the story was over, and the purpose of narrating the story was getting the child take nap or sleep. Now I want you to, he adjusted the shade means the curtains were fixed, not even a crack of day showed. Now no light was coming in, and tiptoed to the door in the pretending that she was already asleep. Means making her sleep and pretending that she is already asleep. He goes out of the room. Tiptoed, actually he tiptoed out of the room. But when he turned very much near door, when he turned, she was crouching on top of covers and staring at him. She was still looking at him. She was not satisfied with the ending of the story, and she was still crouching on the top of the covers, means on the bed sheet. She was moving here and there. Hey, get under the covers and fall fast asleep. Bobby's asleep. Her brother Bobby is already asleep. You should try to sleep now. She stood up and bounced gingerly on the springs. Daddy. She started jumping over the springs of the bed. Daddy, again she has something to say. Daddy asks, what? Tomorrow I want you to tell me the story that wizard took that magic wand and hit that mommy. her plump arm chopped forcefully right over the head. She wanted mother to be hit by the wizard. That is what the chapter has been given this name, should wizard hit mommy, right? So she says that tomorrow I want you to tell me the story that wizard took that magic wand and hit that mommy. She must be hit. Her plump arms must be chopped. Plumpy arms, chubby arms, they should be chopped with magic wand, and she should be hit over her head. No, that is not the story. The point is that wizard took that magic wand and hit that mommy. Her plump arm. Okay. No, that is not the story. The point is that the little skunk loved his mommy more than he loved all the other little animals, and she knew what was right. So this won't be a story. Actually, the point is little skunk loved his mom very much, and he loved his mom than other little animals, and she knew what was right for her child. No, tomorrow you say he hit that mommy, do it. The girl is emphatically saying that she wants the story to be, ending of the story to be changed. Tomorrow you say he said hit that mommy, do it. She kicked her legs up and sat down on the bed with a great heave and complained of springs. Means she was complaining and she was not ready to. She was complaining. She was not ready to sleep. She was sitting. She was kicking. She was doing everything as she had done hundreds of times before. She had done so early too. Except that this time she did not laugh. Now she was not laughing. She was seriously saying, say daddy, you will narrate the story the same way. Well, we will see. This was the answer by the father at the end. Now at least have a rest. Now you sleep, stay on the bed. You are a good girl. I will narrate you the story. I will see what to do. He closed the door and went downstairs. Claire had spread the newspapers and opened the paint can, and wearing the old shirt of his on the top of her maternity smock, was stroking the chair rail with a dipped brush. Above him, footsteps vibrated and he called, John, shall I come up there and spank you? The footsteps hesitated. So in this way he closed the door and he went downstairs. There he found his wife, Claire. She had spread the newspapers. She had opened the paint cans, and she had also been wearing his old shirt on the top of her maternity smock. And she was stroking the chair, means she was painting the chair rail with a dipped brush, and above him, and when he reached downstairs, he could again listen to the footsteps which were vibrating above. Meaning the girl had yet not slept, and he had again to shout. He shouted, John, shall I come up there? Should I come above? Should I come upstairs and beat you, slap you? And then after the footsteps, they were stopped, they were hesitated. That was a long story, Claire said, wife asking husband. You had a long session, that was a long story. The poor kid, he answered. And with utter weariness washed his wife liver. He was also feeling very much tired, and with complete tiredness, he looked at his wife who was working, being a pregnant lady. The woodwork, a case of moldings and rails and baseboards all around them, means these were the things which were to be painted, was half old tan and half new ivory, and he felt, means there were different colors also there in the cans, and he felt caught in an ugly middle position. He was caught in the ugly middle position. You are oftenly asked this question, dear students, how he was caught in the ugly middle position. Ugly middle position is the girl was not ready or satisfied with the ending of the story. He could not satisfy her, as well as his wife who needed his help. She was waiting for him. He could also not help her. So he could not do the thing. He was finding himself in the ugly middle position, and thought he as well felt his wife's presence in the case with him. He thought that I am caught in the ugly middle position as well as my wife is also caught in the same case, and thought he was felt his wife's presence in the case with him. He did not want to speak with her. Actually, he was so tired. He didn't want to speak with her, work with her, touch her, anything. Okay, because he was also having questions related to that ending of the story, as well as the girl was not satisfied, and he had not helped his wife, as well as he had come back from work. He was all tired, so he didn't want to do now anything. So this was all about the story, dear students. Now there are the questions you have to do. What is the moral issue that the story raises? I had discussed it in the beginning, in the first video. How does Jo want the story to end, and why? You know that she just wanted to favor her hero, and she wanted the story to end like the wizard hits the mother on her head and chops her plumpy arms forcefully. Why does Jack insist that it was the wizard that was hit and not the mother? Because he, being a father, he thinks that parents know very well what is good for their children. They are having a vast experience of life, and children are having a little perspective of it. Why, this is the question: what makes Jack feel caught in an ugly murder position? I have discussed it. What is your stance regarding the two endings to the Rose and Skunk story? Now this is up to you. What do you think? Which ending of the story is correct according to you? The ending of the story as he had narrated the story, and the ending which was wanted by the daughter Jo. How does she wants the story to end? Do you favor that, or you favor the ending of the father? You have to write your answer. Why is an adult's perspective on life different from that of a child? I had discussed in the first video. Because adults are having a vast experience of life. They know what is good or bad for their children, right? They know what is to be taught to their children and what is good for them, and children are having their own perspectives on life. Anyways, you have to write these answers in the short answer as well as long answer type questions. Please prepare them, and in this way this story is all over. Should wizard hit mommy? The title is correct, title is appropriate, because the story moves around it, because the girl asks, or girl wants the ending of the story like this, that the wizard should hit mother on her head. And here is the question raised. Actually this title is in the form of the question. This is to be decided by the author, by the reader. What would be the correct ending? Should wizard hit mommy or not? That is to be decided by you. And the theme I had discussed already. If you still find any problem in the story, any word, any line, anything, if you find it difficult, then you may make a call to me. Till then you keep doing your work. Please read the text of this story. This is highly recommended. If you won't be reading the text, then it will be difficult for you to understand. Okay, so keep reading, keep doing your work, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. Thank you very much.